This is Jonathan Gonzalez, and you are listening to the HGPC Hudson Gill podcast.
All right. Welcome, Peter.
Hi. Are you Philip?
Yes, I am.
Nice
Hello.
to meet you.
This is the rest of the crew. I'm going to put up your picture so they can see it,
Great.
and then we can talk about it.
Great.
It was very cool. Hold on a sec. So that's Peter's art that's in the Hudson
Oh, I
Gill.
saw that in the window.
I like
Yeah.
that.
I saw that.
Keep him quiet.
That's
White
super.
House.
That's super cool, Peter.
What made you want to draw that piece for the Breathe project?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to explain. That was inspired by me from another artist. His name is Watson Meir. If you take a look at my painting, you see the American flag in the background. That tells you a lot about these two men. One is American, one is anti-American. And if you look under Dr. King's right arm, you could see angel wings, meaning he's the angel. And if you look at the president, you see fire right next to him, meaning he's the devil. And also on his MAGA hat, there's a horn coming out of his head. It's pretty self-explanatory. And I promoted this painting once again right around the time of, unfortunately and sadly, Mr. Floyd's passing. And I did another painting, which I showed Philip, which features Dr. King telling a Klansman who's wearing a police officer's uniform to stop what he's doing, to try to get him to basically disarm himself from hurting anybody in the name of hate. So this painting, I would have to say, is probably one of my many works that I've created this past year, and I won a lot of praise on it as well, too. I want to also explain this painting as well, too. And I started working on this painting about a week after the horrible murder of George Floyd. And I would have to say this is probably one of my best that I've created this year. Now, if you look at the painting, you have Dr. Martin Luther King and you have a Klansman who's a police officer. Now, a majority of the police members back in Dr. Martin Luther King's day and before that were all members of the KKK. Now, you see the American flag. It's like on a wall. It's not flying. You see the American flag in the background, and if you look closely, you could see the Confederate flag as it's being ripped from the American flag itself. Now, it features Dr. Martin Luther King trying to convince the Klansman, who is a police officer, as you can see, to disarm himself from killing in the name of hate, and to stop him from spreading his racial, how would I put it, his racial rhetoric. And you can see that it's working because the officer is actually lowering his gun. So he's actually has something to listen to from this man who is bringing nothing but peace and understanding. Now, this painting, it caused a little bit of controversy. I tried to promote it through Facebook because I have a webpage that also features my artwork on there. Facebook would not let me promote it. They denied the ad, saying that it could have influence on the upcoming election, which I think is nonsense. It's hogwash. The painting, as well as the other one, which is called Angels versus Devils, the one that you just seen. Both of these paintings are meant to inspire, to bring a sense of peace, joy, and understanding. That's how I look at all of them.
So what's in the future for you, Peter? What's inspiring you? What do you want to paint?
Well, whatever the case may be, I'm starting to do more landscape paintings. I would say that one of the great influences is probably Bob Ross. He would have his show, and he would work on his canvas, and he would go from painting to painting, And he's a good inspiration, a good mentor to artists like myself. And as more paintings come later on this year and after that and so on and so forth, I would say whatever I see, whatever comes to mind, and whatever topics I can tackle.
This is Anila, and you're listening to Hudson Guild Podcast. Beautiful.